Prayers up for Anthony Davis. The camera catches him clutching his Achilles, and in that moment, the entire arena falls silent. The cheers fade, replaced by shock and concern. AD tries to put weight on his leg but can't. His face says it all. It's another painful chapter for a player who's been through too many setbacks. Teammates gather around him, fans hold their breath, and the commentator's tone turns heavy. Everyone's thinking the same thing. Not again. For someone as talented as AD, health has always been his toughest rival. Before that heartbreaking moment, the game had already promised fireworks. The Dallas Mavericks were taking on the reigning Eastern Conference champions, the Indiana Pacers. Both teams were shorthanded. Dallas missing Kyrie Irving, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively, while Indiana was without several of their key starters. Rookie sensation Cooper Flagg came out firing early, showing flashes of brilliance in the opening quarter. The matchup was intense, with both squads battling not just each other, but the injuries that had defined their seasons. Then came the moment nobody wanted to see. With under 5 minutes left in the first quarter, Anthony Davis goes down, grabbing his left Achilles in visible pain. The camera zooms in on his face. He's hurting, and everyone knows it. Trainers rush over, the Lakers bench stands in disbelief. AD's history with injuries flashes in everyone's mind. The missed games, the long recoveries, the constant what-ifs. As he's helped off the court, the crowd gives a respectful applause, but the worry is heavy. Will this be another long road for Davis? Once AD was ruled out, the momentum could have easily swung against Dallas, but something unexpected happened. Dwight Powell stepped up like a man on a mission, fighting for every rebound and finishing strong around the rim. D'Angelo Russell found his rhythm, running the offense with confidence. Off the bench, Brandon Williams made his presence felt, scoring in bursts that kept the Mavericks within striking distance. Across the floor, Pascal Siakam kept the Pacers alive, but the Mavericks were finding something special: chemistry through adversity. The tension kept building. Rookie Cooper Flagg was still trying to find his footing, struggling with a shot as Coach Jason Kidd tested him in the point guard role. Things got even more heated when D'Angelo Russell and KJ Jackson had a fiery exchange. What looked like a simple foul nearly turned into a scuffle. The crowd loved it, sensing the rivalry forming. Meanwhile, Mac McClung, the three-time dunk champ, made the most of his limited minutes. His energy off the bench gave Dallas a spark, reminding fans why he's always must watch whenever he steps on the floor. As the game entered the second half, Dallas flipped the switch. Caleb Martin knocked down back-to-back threes that sent the arena into chaos. P.J. Washington followed up with a monster block that had fans out of their seats. But it was Brandon Williams who completely stole the spotlight. 18 points in just 18 minutes, shooting a ridiculous 9 for 12 from the field. He was everywhere, cutting, driving, defending. The Mavericks' offense started clicking, and what looked like a tough night suddenly turned into one of their most impressive performances of the season. Coach Jason Kidd must have realized something crucial that night. His bench was far more capable than anyone thought. For years, Dallas has been haunted by letting talent slip away, from Jalen Brunson to Quentin Grimes. But this game showed the depth they've quietly built. Cooper Flagg may not be ready to run the offense just yet, but as a cutter and finisher, he's lethal. Kidd's decision to give more minutes to the bench unlocked a brand new dynamic for the Mavericks, one built on teamwork, hustle, and confidence instead of star power alone. The final minutes had everyone on edge. Indiana fought hard, cutting what was once a double-digit lead down to just 4 points. With under 30 seconds left, Brandon Williams made one of the smartest plays of the night, committing a foul to prevent a potential game-tying three. Time ticked away, and Dallas held on, 107-104. Dwight Powell, who had been dominant inside, walked to the bench as the crowd chanted MVP. He finished with 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and most importantly, a statement performance that showed how much heart this Dallas team really has. When the buzzer sounded, the Mavericks celebrated a huge win, but the emotions were mixed. The crowd cheered, players hugged, and Mark Cuban smiled courtside.
Yet everyone knew the shadow hanging over the night: Anthony Davis's injury. The win was hard-earned and inspiring, but the question remains: how serious is AD's condition? For Dallas, the message was clear. Even without their stars, they can compete with anyone. But for Lakers fans, it was another reminder that health can change everything. In one night, joy and concern shared the same court.